WWTD this week. I'm back. Had a nice weekend. I went to Bend. For those of you that have ever been, you know it's a really cool place. For those of you that have not, you know, you should check it out. It's pretty damn cool. I always like going there because there's a lot of development going on right now, a lot of building, and I'd like to live there at some point as well. And so it's always cool to kind of do some looking at real estate while you're on vacation. I'm sure a lot of you guys kind of do the same thing whenever you go places. You pull the little real estate magazines and see what's for sale, and driving around and seeing who's doing some of the infill new construction, who's working on the outskirts, what kind of houses they're putting in, all that kind of stuff. So really cool to see. That town is growing like crazy, that's for sure. What I wanted to talk about this week is something I've probably been talking about for a long time, and that is our Driving for Dollars app. We have the iPhone version out, which many of you have already downloaded and utilized, and it's an amazing tool. But we've been working diligently on rebuilding. We basically had to rewrite the entire code and rebuild the entire app for the Android version, and it took a hell of a lot longer than I hoped, and it was a lot more expensive than I hoped, and all those things. But all that crying aside, we're here, and the Android version is getting released this week. So for all of you guys that have Android phones, I would highly encourage you to go to the Google Play Store, because that's where you download apps for Androids, and download the Driving for Dollars app. So it's the original one, it's the best one, and it's ours, obviously. So go check it out. Same pricing is in effect with the iPhone version and the Android version, and same process. So you can go there, download the app for free. You get a 5-property free trial, so you basically get to play with it. You get to drive around, you can identify some property, you can take a look at it, and you can pull the owner's information for 5 properties that you could potentially market to. And then if you like it and it works well for you and you're digging it, then at that point, the way that we have it set up is that you buy as much data as you think you'll need. So basically, you can buy in blocks of 100. So you can buy as much potential data for as big as the lists are that you're going to create, which is pretty cool. I've seen a few other programs where they want you to buy in for a year and you don't know if you're going to use all the data. And so I would understand, you know, the apprehension to potentially put down all that money if you don't know if you're going to use it all. In this particular case, the way we have it set up, it's more about the user and less about us in terms of money making. It's just more, you know, buy it as you need it, buy as you go. And the reason why we did that is because we want as many people to use this app as possible and make it as user friendly and as friendly on your pocketbook as possible. So go check it out. It's in the Google Play Store, the Android version. Again, I apologize for how long it took. Sometimes things are just out of my hands, and we did it as fast as we could for having to rebuild the whole thing, but I didn't want to put out a piece of crap product that has glitches and problems. I wanted to put out a top-notch, amazing app, and we did that with the iPhone version, and now we've done it with the Android version. So the next thing that we're going to do, now that we've got this out, is we're going to start layering in some other options. So right now, our direct mail provider that's linked up with the app is Open Letter Marketing. So if you create a list, you can export that list to Open Letter Marketing within the app, and they can get a direct mail campaign going, or multiple campaigns going to the list that you create. What we're going to start doing now is we're going to try and make it an all-in-one type deal, right? So you basically create your custom list from your Driving for Dollars app, and then from there you'll have providers and ability to do things from IP targeting to Facebook marketing to pulling phone numbers and cold calling to direct mail campaigns. All the things that you can do to kind of layer your marketing to these people, that's what this app is going to be able to do for you. So you'll be able to pull the custom list, and then you'll be able to take that list and pull any additional information or set up ads to these people with their Facebook profiles now that you have their address, and you can figure out who they are in Facebook, or you can IP target them, or you can skip trace their phone number. All these things will be just a click away to be able to do very soon, but right now, that's obviously what the next chapter is going to bring forward, but right now it's still an amazing app, and you can pull all the owner information that you need on all of the properties that you want to market to. So go check it out. I strongly encourage you guys to. We use it every day. I used it this morning actually as I was driving in. I saw a piece of property that looked like it was zoned much more higher density than it was being used for, and I wanted to see who owned it. Turned out the college owns it, so I doubt they're wanting to sell it anytime soon, but I was just sitting at a stoplight and I said, you know what, I'm going to pull this information up while I'm right here, and within about 10 seconds I was able to pull it up. So pretty cool. So go download it if you have not already. Google Play Store for Android, and of course in the iTunes Store if you have an iPhone. But we got both versions out, so we're getting ready to take over the world with our Drive for Dollars app. All right, guys, this wraps up this week's WWTD. As I always say, I may not walk on water, but I do walk on my own job sites, and I do use our own app. So I'll see you guys next week.